Yeah, thank you. I just want to say I think it should end very quickly with problems with Israel and Iran. I think the U.S. will, one way or another, whether covertly or not, send a B-52 or B-1 in there and take out their underground facility. This has been going on since I was a kid. I mean, my God, since 1980. It's just crazy. Get it over with. And I love your show, and it is some of this you just can't make up with Pelosi or the Congresswoman that stated this is the worst country in the world. Then get out. Real simple.
Real simple.
I mean, it's just crazy, man.
We'll put on the GoFundMe. Get her a one-way ticket to get her the hell out of here. It's not a problem. Kerry, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Even the Gulf states do not want Iran to get a nuke. Saudi Arabia does not want Iran to get. Egypt does not want Iran to get a nuke. They won't say it out loud, of course, but they don't want it because it will spark an arms race in the Middle East that nobody wants. Trump says that Iran was offered a deal and they rejected it. Number 44.
Have you spoken to Prime Minister Netanyahu? When might you speak to him?
I've spoken to everybody.
What will you say?
Israel is doing very well, as you probably noticed, and I gave Iran 60 days, and they said no, and the 61st you saw what happened. Day 61, so I'm in constant touch, and as I've been saying, I think a deal will be signed, or something will happen, but a deal will be signed, and I think Iran is foolish not to sign one.
Trump says he knows the location of the Iran supreme leader, and he says he does not want him killed, quote, for now, close quote, he posted on Truth Social. Quote, we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We're not going to take him out, kill, at least not for now. But we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin, end of quote. And in another post, Trump called for, quote, unconditional surrender, close quote. Here's Bibi Netanyahu, 47.
It's Tel Aviv. Tomorrow it's New York. I understand America first. I don't understand America dead. That's what these people want. They chant death to America. So we're doing something that is in the service of mankind, of humanity, and it's a battle of good against evil. America should and does stand with the good. That's what President Trump is doing, and I deeply appreciate his support.
About eliminating the supreme leader, Netanyahu said this, 46.
The president flatly rejected a plan, an opportunity that the Israelis had to take out the supreme leader. Do you understand his concern? My understanding is his concern is that this would escalate the conflict beyond where it is already.
No, it's not going to escalate the conflict. It's going to end the conflict. We've had half a century of conflict spread by this regime that terrorizes everyone in the Middle East, has bombed the Aramco oil fields in Saudi Arabia, is spreading terrorism and subversion and sabotage everywhere. The forever war is what Iran wants. And they're bringing us to the brink of nuclear war. In fact, what Israel is doing is preventing this, bringing an end to this aggression.
Ian Brimmer is an analyst. Talks about what happens to Iran if Iran does not return to the negotiations. Number 48.
The U.S. is involved. The U.S. is, of course, the principal external military supporter of Israel. It's also providing real-time intelligence. And none of that is going to be cut off or suspended, as it was briefly with Ukraine, for example, despite this war. So, I mean, clearly the Americans are waist deep, neck deep. What the Americans have not done is directly attacked Iran. And what President Trump is doing very clearly at the G7 today is he is warning the Iranians that will come if they are not going to now take a last possible chance for a negotiation. I think that Trump would accept sitting down yet again with the Iranians for a sixth time. But if that happens and it doesn't pan out, then you're going to see the Americans either directly or providing the material to the Israelis directly that would allow for this critical attack against the deep underground nuclear capabilities that Iran has, that Israel can't take out by themselves, in Fordo. One way or another, that's where we're going if the Iranians do not back down.
And Trump says that Iran is not winning this war. They need to talk. Number 50.
Have you heard any signals or seen any messages from intermediaries that Iran wishes to de-escalate the conflict?
Yeah.
What have you heard? What have you heard from the Iranians?
They'd like to talk, but they should have done that before. I had 60 days, and they had 60 days, and on the 61st day I said, we don't have a deal. They have to make a deal, and it's painful for both parties, but I'd say Iran is not winning this war, and they should talk, and they should talk immediately before it's too late.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.